Can you guys hear me now? Please confirm. Sorry for that break. The network is not stable. Please, can you guys hear me now? Drop a comment if you can hear me now. Is the sound? Please confirm you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, please let me know in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. A lot has happened in the market today. A lot has happened in the markets. As you can see, yen has been bearish. GBP has been bullish since the market opened. I think over 200 pips on GBP JPY. GBP had done over 100 pips, over 100 pips. Gold also had done over 700 pips. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know. Today is Monday, 10th of November 2024, and today there are no major news. No major news today, so most likely technicals will play out today. Okay, if you have a good setup, you can risk it. Today, Monday, no major news. Okay, so tomorrow, I think, is there any major news tomorrow? Okay, just for Great Britain, pounds, claimants count change. Okay, so tomorrow, there's no major news. Tomorrow, we just have on Great Britain pounds. Okay, so let's go to the charts. Let's start with yen basket. You can see yen basket has been bearish, and that's the reason APY pairs have been bullish since the market opened. You can see yen basket has been bearish. You can see bearish, and they continued with that move today. You can see the bearish move continued today. You can see there's a breakout from this support. You can see there's a breakout from this support. So yen at the moment is bearish. It is bearish. If you look at the weekly time frame, How is it now? Is it better now? Is it better now? Can you guys hear me now? All right. Thank you. Can you all see my screen? Can you see my screen? Okay, so like I said, yen basket is still very bearish, but this is not the right time to sell yen basket. This is not the right time to sell yen. Okay, you can see the bearish move started from this point. So if you had missed, this was the first opportunity to sell after the formation of this engulfing pattern. You should have sold yen. Now, if you missed this opportunity, you had another opportunity. This is the second opportunity. If you had missed this opportunity, this is the third opportunity, and you had the fourth opportunity. So if you had missed all these opportunities, I don't think you should yen at the current market price. You should expect price to pull back. There should be a retracement. Wait for a strong retracement on yen before you sell. Before you sell, selling at the current market price is at a higher risk. Is at a higher risk. So I would advise you wait for price to pull back. Okay, wait for a strong retracement. If a bullish reversal pattern forms on yen basket, you could look for opportunities to buy the yen. Look for opportunities to buy the yen, but the long-term trend is still bearish. Okay, short-term is a bullish reversal pattern forms, you could risk buying yen. But right now, it's not good for sell. It's not good for sell. Let's see dollar index. Okay, so dollar index, I think we could look for opportunities to buy the dollar from what I'm seeing on the chart. We could look for opportunities to buy the dollar. Let's start with the daily time frame, or let's start with the weekly time frame. Okay, I think we should look for opportunity to buy the dollar. Let's look for opportunity to buy the dollar. So last week candle closed strongly. This is a shooting star, which indicates trend from bullish to bearish, right? It indicates a change in trend from bullish to bearish. Now, after the formation of this shooting star last week, let's see the pattern we had on daily time frame. Let's see the pattern we had on a daily time frame. So you can see the pattern we had on a daily time frame. It's a bearish reversal pattern also. Okay, it's a bearish reversal pattern, and you can see a fair value gap has been created here. So I would love to see price pull back to fill this fair value gap. Long term, the dollar is still bearish. Okay, the dollar is still bearish. So if you're buying the dollar, it's short term, please. Okay, short term, I would love to see dollar retrace back to fill this fair value gap. Let's still go down to 4 hour. Let's see if there's a fair value gap above this on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so this is my expectation on the dollar. I would love to see dollar pull back to this fair value gap. That's my expectation for the dollar. Okay, so I'll be looking for opportunity to buy the dollar today. I'll be looking for opportunity to buy the dollar today. You can see we have this fair value gap here, which is in confluence with this breaker. We had a breaker here, then we had this fair value gap. We had the support or resistance. Yeah, support stone resistance also. This would be a very good area to consider selling the dollar. Right now, you should be looking for buy opportunity. So this is what we have on 4 hour. So last week candle, you can see this was how last week candle closed. we had an hammer here. You can see this hammer, and if you go down to lower time frame, most likely a fair value gap was created after the formation of this candlestick. Let's just go down to 1 hour time frame or 15 minutes. Probably price just pulled back this morning to fill the fair value gap. Let's see on 1 hour time frame. Okay, so you can see what we have here on 1 hour time frame. Do we have a fair value gap here on 1 hour? If we don't have a fair value gap here, you can see that price has pulled back to a discount area. Okay, if you apply your Fibonacci from this swing low to this swing high, you can see that price has pulled back to a discount area. And after filling that fair value gap, we have a fair value gap here. You can see that fair value gap. Look at the pattern that formed after price filled the fair value gap. Can you see this fair? We have a tiny, okay, let's go down to 15 minutes. You see it clearly on 15 minutes time frame. There's a fair value gap there. Okay, so on 15 minutes, you can see we had this fair value gap. We have a fair value gap here. You can see price filled that fair value gap. You can see the rejection. You can see. So this is a buy opportunity on the dollar. This is a buy opportunity on the dollar. This is a buy opportunity on the dollar. So look for buys on the dollar. Look for buys on the dollar. And I told you guys this is where you should be targeting if you are buying the dollar. I don't want to miss this move. Let me see gold and G. Okay, so that's my take. Look for buy dollar. So let's see GBP USD. If there's anything I want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. If you're yet to give the video a thumbs up, please do that right now. Give the video a thumbs up so that others can get to see this video. So that others can get to join this. Give the video a thumbs up. So you can see what we have on GBP USD. This is 15 minutes time frame. Liquidity that was residing. I was expecting this, and it has played out. Okay, I was expecting GU to sweep liquidity residing. You can see last Friday high, expecting it to sweep that liquidity, and that they have achieved this morning. They've swept the liquidity, and after sweeping the liquidity, let's go down to 4 hour. Let's see what's happening on 4 hour time frame. This is the daily time frame. I would love to see GU come fit this fair value gap. So if I'm selling GU, my target will be this fair value gap. Let's go to 4 hour time frame. So you can see the pattern that we have on 4 hour time frame. This was the last candle for last week. They've swept the liquidity, and the current 4 hour candle might close as a spinning top. But let's see what's happening on 1 hour time frame. You should be able to identify a bearish reversal pattern on 1 hour time. Okay, so the previous 1 hour candle close looks like a shooting star, though not a valid shooting star. If the current 1 hour candle closes bearish, then one can consider selling GBP USD. If the current 1 hour candle closes bearish, one can consider selling GBP USD. Let's say 15 minutes time frame. 15 minutes time frame has confirmed the change in trend from bullish to bearish. Okay, bullish to bearish. You could just wait for, let's say, 5 minutes. Let's see if it's created a fair value gap over time frame. Then we need to wait for price to that fair value gap. Before there's a fair value gap, you can see this fair value gap. We can wait for price. Let's go to 1 minute. You see it clearly on 1 minute. There's a fair value gap here. Okay, so you could patiently wait for price to pull back to fill this fair value gap before you sell. Okay, you want to wait for price to fill this fair value gap before you sell. If you don't want to wait for price to fill that gap before selling, set your stop loss at least 10 pips above the high of these candles. Okay, your stop loss should be 10 pips above the high of this candle. Okay, so that should be about close to 30 to 40 pips if you are selling from the current market price. So that's my take for GBP USD. I'm bearish on GBP USD today. Bearish. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, let me know. Let's see Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD. Let's start with the daily. USD. That's a cracking correlation. You can see of last week, which is expected. If GU sweeps the previous high, previous day high, you can see. So that's what is correlation. You can see that. Okay. It's respecting the previous high. Let's go down to 4-hour. And you can see on a daily time frame, you can see the value gap here. You can see the value gap on a daily time frame. You can see this fair value gap, it has filled that fair value gap. Okay. So after the formation of this, we have what looks like an engulfing pattern. Can you see this engulfing pattern? And after the formation of that pattern, I think a fair value gap was created. So this pullback could be as a result of that fair value gap. Okay, this pullback, this retracement could be to fill the fair value gap that was created after the formation of this engulfing pattern. Let's go to 1 hour. Let's see. So on 1 hour, do we have a fair value gap here? Yeah, we have one here, but I think there's still one above this on 1 hour time frame. Let's say 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so on 15 minutes time frame, you can see we have a fair value gap here. Can you see? We have a fair value gap here. There's a tiny fair value. You can see it. We had this fair value gap, and you can see what happened after price filled that gap. Can you see it? You can see what happened after price filled that gap. We had a shooting star. The next candle engulfed the shooting star. This is a bearish reversal pattern. Can you see that? Now you can go down to lower time frame like 5 minutes or 1 minute. Probably a fair value gap has been created here. You can see on 5 minutes we have this fair value gap. So there's a high probability price will pull back to fill this fair value gap before going bearish. There's a high probability that price will fill this fair value gap before going bearish. Okay, so that's my take on Euro USD. You could patiently wait for price to back to this zone before you take a sell. Before you take a sell. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. So that's my take on Euro USD. Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Let me know. GBP JPY. GBP JPY has been bullish since the market opened. GBP JPY has been bullish since the market opened. Please bear with me, the network is slow. Okay, GJ. GJ has been bullish since the market opened. You can see the market opened at 202.32, traded to 203 points. That's close to 100 pips. Close to 100 pips. Close to 100 pips. So let's see the weekly time frame. So I think GJ is still bullish. GJ is still bullish. But buying from the current market price is at a higher risk right now. Is at a higher risk. Is at a higher risk. You should patiently wait for price. Most likely, it's going to come sweep the liquidity residing at this previous high. Most likely, it might come to sweep the liquidity residing at this previous high this week. Okay. So patiently wait for. I would advise you wait for a retracement. There should be a strong reversal. Buying from the current market price at a very high risk. Yes, long term, the trend is still bullish on GJ. It is still bullish on GJ, but I would advise you wait for price to retrace. Okay? Wait for price to retrace. We have this fair value gap here. So after filling this fair value gap, price might retrace. Okay, so you can see there's a fair value gap here. So price might retrace after filling this fair value gap. So wait for that retracement before you buy GJ. Okay. If after price fills this fair value gap, bearish reversal pattern forms, you might want to risk selling GJ. Okay, you might want to risk selling GJ if after price fills this fair value gap, there is if a bearish reversal pattern forms, you could look for sells on GJ. Okay, so that's my take on GJ. I'd rather go for today than buy already. Okay. Which other pair? Let's look at gold. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Gold. So gold has been bullish since the market opened. It's been bullish. Gold has been bullish. You can see it's been bullish and it's still bullish. Okay, but this is not the right time. Let's see how many pips gold has delivered today from 997 to 78. That's about 800 pips. That's about 800 pips. Gold has delivered 800 pips today. So you should wait for strong retracement. Wait for a strong retracement before you buy gold. Okay. I see gold selling in the next few hours. In the next hours, I see gold selling. I see gold selling, but you need to wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form on a lower time frame. I'm looking for opportunity to sell gold. I'm looking for opportunity to sell gold, but a bearish reversal pattern needs to form on a lower time frame. So on daily, it is still bullish. On 4-hour, it is still bullish. Let's see. There's a fair value gap at this point. There's a fair value gap at this point. Okay. And see this fair value gap. Okay. So probably it wants to fill this fair value gap. If after filling this fair value gap, a bearish reversal pattern forms, then one can risk selling gold. Okay. That's my take on gold. I'm looking for opportunity to sell gold. Okay. But I need to wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form 4-hour time frame before I look for sales. I need to wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form on the 4-hour time frame before taking sales on gold. I hope that is clear. My bias for gold today is bearish. It is bearish. Okay, it is bearish. I'd love to see gold pull back to fill this gap it has created here. You can see what we had here on the 4-hour time frame. There was a breakout from this resistance area. And after a breakout from the resistance, price is expected to retest that level. Okay, the resistance that has become a support, price is expected to retest. Okay, so I would love to see it retest this level. Okay, that's my expectation on gold. It should come retest this demand or support zone. Okay, that is my expectation on gold. You can see this zone. This is our support zone, or you call it support zone or your demand zone. I would love to see gold come and retest this level. Buying gold from the current market price is at a very high risk. High risk. Those who bought from this point after this breakout, those who bought, they would have made so much profit, and right now they might want to close their trade. And if they keep closing their trade, what will happen? Price will drop. Price will drop. So you don't want to buy from the current market price. The risk is too high. The risk is too high. Any other question? Do you have any other question? Any other question? Any other question? If you are here to give the video a thumbs up, please do. Please do. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up so that others can get to see this video. Give it a thumbs up. Any question? Do you have any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, it appears there are no more questions. I want to appreciate every one of you for your participation. Mr. Koyemi, who else again? Mr. Koyemi, Dimax, appreciate you guys. Mr. Godswill, Obu, it's been a while, Mr. Godswill. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hope everything is fine. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys for always showing up. And I wish you all a profitable trading day. Bye for now.